What's going on, my high vibrational people? It's your boy, Inside 11, and right now we are discussing a very important, near to my heart topic, which is going to be defeating the devil. Wow. So today, in this video, we're going to talk about how to defeat the devil. Now, contrary to popular belief, I know this is going to sound crazy. I know in religion, they told you the devil was something outside of you. They told you, oh, you have to fight against this greater force. This force is outside of you. It's blocking you. And you need to pray for it to leave you and get away from you. But nah. Yeah, that's not what we're doing today. What we're talking about is how the devil has always been just a simple part of you. The devil is the part of you that you don't become aware of. It's the part of you that, because you have lived through this experience, it has made you evil. When you look at the word devil and you place it backwards, the word devil is lived. So a lot of people's lives tend to make them into little devils based on their experiences. Now, we experience life, we go along, people say things to us, we are born in a particular position, whether you're like me. I'm born, for example, in the middle of the family, so there's a whole psychology behind being the middle child and things like that, not receiving attention and being forgotten, and look at other people outside of you like they are more important than you, and your name gets less called upon and things like that. And so that has created a perception within myself for me to perceive reality as if I had less value. And to me, that became the devil that I had to fight throughout my life, where I had to prove, where I was trying to prove to myself, and I was trying to prove to people, places, and things that were non-important, that I too was valuable, that I too was something. But the main thing is that it's an internal struggle that we go through. We fight ourselves all day, every day, because there's an unconscious, hidden belief, a phobia or trauma, a fear or doubt or worry, which is actually on the purgatory evolutionary scale, which is why a lot of spirits reincarnate into this dimension, because what God is saying is you have not learned yet how to deal with your shadows. And your shadows is the thoughts and feelings that you create that lack purpose and direction and guidance, because you are a God, you are the generator of those thoughts and feelings. You are also the operator of those thoughts and feelings, and you are also the director of those thoughts and feelings. So source code God looks at us humans being down here in the third dimension. Now, human just means colored being colored of many different lights. Now, we create our subconsciousness, and we add to our subconsciousness certain rays of light. This light could be red, this could be anger, it could be excitement. One day it could be yellow, it could be happiness, optimism, and things like that. So we create this subconscious bubble, and it's a living being, and it becomes aware, and it becomes a part of us, an existence within us as the overall existence, since we are the deity operating this flesh suit within a series of souls that form a body as an ecosystem, with us being the spirit which directs the movements and creates signs and sigils for us to follow. But what if we have created accidentally and unknowingly a sigil, a model, an affirmation? We have given life to a creation that destroys us, that sabotages us, that makes us feel like we are less than, that gives us less faith in ourselves and more faith in outside of us. Now, the reason why we listen to these dispositions that we have created a long time ago when we were children, and the ones that we have inherited from our forefathers, because the Bible tells us that the sins of the father is also passed down to the son and to the daughter and things like that. So inside of your DNA, there's about 14 generations before you. Your one DNA drop, it said that you can store about 1 petabyte, or I believe that was the term. On 1 petabyte is supposed to be like multiple terabytes or multiple gigabytes. So inside of your DNA, when this one drop, you have massive amounts of information already recorded into your DNA. Now imagine that you are not able to utilize your DNA, you are not able to tap into your frequency, you're not able to tune into your original design placed and given to you by God, by Source Himself, because God said, whatever I have given to you, you're supposed to take care of it and you're supposed to learn it. Now, supposedly, we've chosen the time of birth till we came to this dimension. We've chosen the family and these and things of that nature. But some of us might grow up in a family. I might look around and be like, how come my mother's and father's thoughts and feelings is not like me? Because like me, for example, when I was a kid, I felt extremely rejected by my environment, especially my father and mother, my mother and father, and you seeing that your own mother and father don't share your thoughts and feelings as far as your ways of going about and things like that, that can kind of damage you because and repress you and make you feel oppressed. But these are all emotions, mind states that we travel to as a spirit. Now that we're traveling outside of us, we're creating a format within us that brings about that emotion, that encapsulates it within us. And the more we put ourselves in a circumstance, in a situation where we experience that trauma, that fear, that shadow, that thought or feeling that we don't know how to deal with, we give it time to grow. See, just like the trees outside, we can give birth to either demonic seeds or angelic seeds. Demonic seeds are just you constantly planting feelings, you constantly putting in feelings that sprout up into, demonic trees, basically with many faces, with horns or red or whatever however you want to imagine it, that want to eat more of that same fruit. But this is what basically creates a neurological network. Because let's say you have a devil. Let's say this tree outside. Let's say this is a devil blood tree, right? It's just it looks just like the neurological patterns within our mind, within our heads. So what if we plant angelic seeds? Seeds that, based on our data that we have collected over time, because when we live life, we gather data. We see, okay, I keep experiencing that same situation, that same person, place, or thing, that same spirit, that same opposition through different people, places, and things. Because I've been stuck in this feeling, because I've created this neurological network that is now a strand that's so strong that energy constantly passes through. So we need to now understand that, okay, now that I've collected enough data about the demonic disposition that I've created, I need to start to create an angelic disposition where now I understand based on, not just based on, feeling, and now I understand based on logic as well, that I've been stuck clearly in a feeling that I need to learn how to get out of. And this can also become a neurological network, and this is already a neurological network called your left brain and your right brain. But whenever you don't take responsibility for those things that we have created as children, even though the people around us are not aware, because let's just say the Masons, the shadow government, they did a good number on people, and they did a really good job to prevent people from healing, because they know they're basically the brotherhood of darkness. And so if they allow you guys to shine your light forth and they can't keep you guys in darkness, then they don't really get to control society. And they've been having a lot of fun doing this for a long time, but it also comes with a cost for them. Their cost is going to be purgatory, going to hell, starting all over again as a subatomic particle in the air or in the water, here or somewhere else, where they go to another being that's way worse than this being, because we're in the Leviathan snake and things like that. But the point being is, for us to defeat this demon within, we have to understand and truly analyze and examine and actually be honest with ourselves and get in tune with our gut, because your gut feeling already tells you everything that you need to know, so you can get outside of the circumstances and the situation that you're in. But because we have been programmed with repetition again and again and again, we accept this reality as if it's the contract that we should settle for. So they give you a contract, they're like, hey, look. So when I went to court, for example, because I got a car ticket or whatever, they gave me a couple of options. They said, okay, Mr. Osama, I can go see the prosecutor, or I can go to court and try to fight the ticket, or you can just go ahead and pay his ticket and praise Jesus, brother. Now I decided to go to court, and I decided to remove my 3 demerit points, and also decided to reduce the fine. But that's an option that the court given you. Now let's take this as an example and put it in the shadow government. That the shadow government has suggested to us that everybody, males nowadays, should be down low brothers. Hope you caught the drift. And all females should be extremely masculine females, and they should not approach their femininity. But why would they repeatedly program us to be those things? Because they understand the outcome that those things lead to, and that's the destruction of mankind. That's the destruction of the unit within the household. And so when there is a problem, then they can also be the ones to provide you with a solution for the problem. So let's say, for example, when it comes to, you know, instead of us taking time to use herbs, actually understand what heals the mind, the body, using verbs and things like that, we go outside of ourselves and we go to the pharmaceutical companies and we let them give us a pill, a product, a shot to help move that fluid again in an area of the body. But these are already things that we are capable of, but because we have dumbed ourselves down to a very dense vibration where we believe you can actually move things with your mind, now we need the help of somebody else. And so when you're fighting this devil within you, the shadow government is hoping that that you give up your internal sovereignty and you go find the solution outside of you, but this whole solution has been laying dormant inside of you. Now, when you're in a particular mind state, you resonate and you attract things based on what mind state that you're on, because that's the frequency you're on, that's your peripheral, that's what you see. If you are constantly hateful, let's say you hate black people, you just hate black people, you see a nigga, in fact, you're watching this video right now, you see me, you're like, I can't stand this Negro, I'm pissed off, goddammit. But that's all you see in reality. So all the good Negroes that are starting businesses, that are that are multi-billionaires or whatever, you're not going to be able to see them because you have a belief system that says all Negroes must be drug dealers and rappers and smokers or drinkers or whatever your belief system is. Now take this in and hopefully it helps you understand how to deal with this devil that's within you, because it's really just an entity, again, a thought or a feeling that has been so solidified that now you actually think that that's your reality and it has assimilated itself as a part of you. In fact, it's a biological entity that has taken a physical shape and form within you. This is why even people manifest cancer into their lives. It actually stems from unconscious, subconscious, undealt things with, so the cells in that area believe that they're not wanted, they're not needed, they should kill themselves, and so they start to spread that ideology to the other cells around them. Now, if you believe that the devil is outside of you, you're going to be spreading that ideology to other people as well, because you don't want to believe that it's actually something inside of you, and so you want to lead everybody and tell them, no, it's this person, it's these group of people, it's this government, it's this type of policeman, oh, it's because these employers don't hire me, oh, it's because of this and this and that, while the whole time you actually been resonating with that frequency of doubt, fear, and unbelief, and now you are creating those circumstances that have to do with that, because all you're doing 24/7 365 is proving to yourself your own way of thinking and feeling. Now, what I would highly recommend you do is that you deal with this disposition from within, and you actually start to be in tune with yourself and start to ask yourself some very, very serious questions about why you are in the position that you are in life right now, and why are you so looking for answers outside of you while the answers has been inside of you the whole time. And so this is the power of just magical thinking in general. Your brain doesn't really care what you tell it, but it will take whatever you place in it consistently with repetition and things like that. So stop looking out there for the answer, because the answer is already inside of you. In fact, you've already known the answer every single time. You know you don't need to go to that shawarma place at night. You don't need to hang out with that female, because she's not really good for you and she's a low vibrational woman and things like that. Because I mean, a lot of low vibrational women, but often I have to sit them down and talk to them, tell them understand what's going on and why they're so attracted. And so just remember that the devil is nothing outside of you. The devil has always been inside of you, and the best way to deal with it is to be authentic, to be original, to be honest, because that's the real you that's waiting for you to go back into it. Because we have abandoned our childhood self, we abandoned our inner child for this fiery hatred and this worry and this doubt based on safety, security, and us wanting to be accepted by our environment. Because I've wanted to be accepted by my environment, but it made me do some really strange things and betray myself, you know, for something outside of me. While if I just have, you know, accepted the fact that, you know what, I'm not like my environment, and that's okay. I'm going to find an environment of people, places, and things that are like me and reflect my natures, so I can have a peaceful coexistence with source and with God, because you are never alone. Your thoughts and feelings are always with you. Those are actual spirits, those are actual being coming in and out of reality, and they're coming to you because you are giving them a signal. And so don't send out the wrong signal to the universe. Let the universe know that you want to heal, that you're ready to evolve, that you're ready to go to the next level, and I guarantee you 100%, surely, with no doubt about it, if you hold that frequency, if you hold those questions, the answers will flow right into your life, and they will flow right into your lap. My brothers and sisters, I appreciate you. I love you. And nothing y'all can do about it. Absolutely nothing.